Under the same sky. Yuna was 17 years old and lived in Incheon, South Korea. She was a high school student in her second year, and like many students her age, her life was full of pressure, homework, and dreams. To most people, Yuna looked like a normal student, quiet, polite, and serious in class. But inside her heart, music played all the time. Yuna was a huge K-pop fan. For her, K-pop was not just entertainment, it was comfort, motivation, and hope. When she felt tired or stressed, music helped her breathe again. Every weekday, Yuna woke up at 5:45 a.m. Her alarm was a soft K-pop song that slowly filled her small bedroom. She stretched, turned off the alarm, and sat on her bed for a moment. On her wall were posters of her favorite K-pop group, Eclipse. The members smiled brightly, as if encouraging her every morning. Yuna prepared for school quickly. She wore her uniform, tied her hair neatly, and checked her bag twice. Her mother always reminded her, "Study well, Yuna. Your future depends on it." "I know, Mom," Yuna replied with a small smile. The bus ride to school took almost 40 minutes. During that time, Yuna listened to music and watched the city pass by the window. Tall buildings, busy streets, and tired faces reminded her how fast life moved in Korea. School was strict and demanding. Classes started at 8 and ended late in the afternoon. Teachers expected students to stay focused at all times. Yuna did her best, especially in Korean and English. She liked English because it helped her understand international fans and song lyrics better. Math, however, was her biggest challenge. No matter how much she studied, numbers confused her. Sometimes she felt disappointed in herself. During class, Yuna sat near the window. When lessons became difficult, she looked outside and imagined another life. In her imagination, she was dancing on a stage, lights shining above her, fans cheering loudly. The thought made her heart beat faster. "Yuna," the teacher suddenly called, "can you answer this question?" Yuna stood up quickly and answered. Her voice was calm, but her hands shook slightly. The teacher nodded, and Yuna sat down, feeling relieved. At lunch, Yuna joined her friends at the cafeteria. She had two close friends, Jisoo and Ara. Jisoo was confident and talkative. She loved fashion and social media. Ara was gentle and thoughtful. She enjoyed drawing poetry. Even though they were different, the three girls supported each other. "Did you hear about Eclipse's comeback?" Jisoo excitedly asked while eating. Yuna's eyes lit up. "Yes, the teaser was amazing. The concept looks deep and emotional." Ara smiled. "You always look happiest when you talk about music." Yuna nodded. "Music understands me when people don't." After lunch, the girls returned to class. The afternoon felt long and tiring. When school finally ended, most students stayed for extra classes or self-study. Yuna also stayed until evening. She returned home around 8. After dinner, she studied for a while, then allowed herself 1 hour of free time. That hour was special. She watched music videos, practiced choreography, or wrote in her notebook. Yuna loved writing. She wrote song lyrics, diary entries, and short letters to herself. Writing helped her organize her thoughts and release her emotions. One evening, while watching a dance practice video, Yuna whispered to herself, "I want to try." She had never said it out loud before. She admired idols, but believed becoming one was impossible. Still, the thought stayed in her mind. The next week, something unexpected happened. The school announced an arts club fair. Students could join clubs like music, dance, theater, or photography. Yuna felt nervous but curious. After school, she walked slowly toward the gym where the dance club was meeting. Loud music came from inside. Her heart pounded. She stood near the door, unsure if she should enter. "You're here to join?" a voice asked. Yuna turned around and saw a tall girl with short hair and a friendly smile. I'm just looking, Yuna replied shyly. I'm Jin, the dance club leader. Come in. Watching is allowed. Yuna stepped inside. Students were practicing hip-hop and K-pop choreography. Some were very skilled, others were beginners. The atmosphere felt warm and welcoming. Do you want to try? Jin asked. Yuna hesitated, then nodded slowly. She joined the group and followed the steps. At first, her movements were stiff. She made mistakes and missed the rhythm, but no one laughed. Instead, they encouraged her. Good job, someone said. Keep going. For the first time, Yuna felt free in a public space. She smiled widely. That night, she told her parents about the dance club. Her father looked surprised. Will it affect your studies? I'll manage my time, Yuna said seriously. Please trust me. After a long silence, her mother nodded. If it makes you happy, try it, but don't forget your responsibilities. Yuna bowed slightly. Thank you. Days passed quickly. School, study, dance practice. Her schedule was full, but her heart felt alive. She was tired, but happy. However, pressure slowly returned. Exams were coming, and her math scores were still low. One day, she received a bad test result. She felt like a failure. That evening, she skipped dance practice and sat alone in her room. Tears filled her eyes. I might not be good enough, she thought. She opened her notebook and wrote honestly about her fear. Writing calmed her down. She remembered something Eclipse once said in an interview. Dreams don't disappear just because the road is hard. The next day, Yuna returned to practice. She apologized to Jin. It's okay, Jin said. Everyone struggles. What matters is that you come back. Months later, the school announced a year-end performance. The dance club was chosen to perform. Yuna felt excited and terrified. This time, it was a big stage. Practice became intense. Mistakes happened, arguments happened, but the team grew stronger. On the day of the performance, Yuna stood backstage, holding her hands together. You can do this, Ara whispered from the audience. Jisoo waved excitedly. The music started. Lights filled the stage. Yuna danced with confidence. She forgot her fears, her doubts, and her stress. In that moment, she was exactly where she wanted to be. The applause was loud and real. That night, under the same sky she saw every day, Yuna smiled and thought, "This is only the beginning."